Did you turn your volume up? I was just kidding. I was just kidding. It was my fun. I'm a funny guy. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm sorry. Wasn't funny. I apologize. Whatever. Let's go. Okay, Mr. Key's back. Mr. Crappy Pen's back too. Mr. Key. I know you guys are tired of hearing about my crappy pen. Anyway, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, because, you know, I want to know who you are, and I need more subscribers, because the more the better, because we're a big family. And then hit the like button, and hit the Facebook button, the tweet button, the Twitter button, and the Instagram. I'm just kidding. Let's get ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a quick one, guys. We are on, let's see, we are on day 4, operations with polynomials. I'm ready to rock and roll. So this first one, let's go through these. These aren't going to take long. We're just going to add. So you got to add like terms. So the y cubes can go, oh, that doesn't have a y cube. So there's nothing to put with that. So it's just 3/5 y cubed. Boy, that works nice. Let's see how long that lasts. I can put the squareds together. Now, in order to do it, you have to have a common denominator. Denominator. Whatever. So let's see. Or you can just grab your calculator, lazy bum. But this is really 6/3 negative. And this is -4/3. And if you put those together with a little addition, you get -10/3 y squareds. Now the y's, now I got the y squareds together. Now I'm going to put the y's together. Boy, that doesn't look good. So I'll put the y's together here. -7/3 y, and well, this is going to be 3/3 y. So -7 plus 3 is -4/3 y, and then -5. So there's really nothing to do there. I didn't even need the parentheses there. They're sort of a mute point, didn't need them. However, on the next one, I do need the parentheses because they are very important. You have to remember, the common mistake is forgetting to distribute. Forgetting to distribute. Boy, that was slow. So this becomes negative, this becomes positive, and this becomes positive. Then I don't really need the parenthesis anymore. Now I'm going to also put them in order. So this became negative. So 9d cubed minus d cubed is 8d cubed. Here's a d squared. There's no other d squared, so I'm just going to keep that together. So it's plus 13/6d squared. There's no other d except for this one, so I'll put plus 8d. And then we've got -3/2 and plus 4. Well, 4 is really 8/2. So -3 plus 8 is positive 5/2. And you should put them in descending order, or what's called standard form, just to make it look nice. All right. Here we got to double. Oh, here we go. Pen's already starting to act up. Distribute. So what do I mean by double distribute? Well, we're going to multiply this one times each one. That's the first thing we're going to do. So y times y squared is y cubed, but then we've got 1 times -1/2. So -1/2 y cubed. And then y times 2/3 y is plus 2/3 y squared. And then y times -6 is minus 6y. And then if I grab a different pen just for fun, I'm going to distribute. Now, to be careful, the thing I'm distributing is the -2. So you got to be careful of that. So that's positive y squared, y squared, y squared. Why y squared? Because 2 times 1/2 is 1, and it's positive. And then negative 2 times 2/3 is 4/3 y, and then positive 12. -2 times, so I multiply that. So there's the double distribute part. Okay, so it's -1/2 y cubed. I've got 2/3 y and y squared and 3/3 y squared. So that's plus 5/3 y squared. And minus 6 and minus 4/3. Well, this is really minus 18/3. So it's really negative 22/3 y plus 12. All right, kids. Oh, I'm supposed to show this to you. Okay, so this is 2x, and this is positive 3. And this is 4. This is just another way of looking at double distributing. This is 4x squared. At some point, I think we're going to be doing some problems that kind of look like this. Negative 6x and negative 11. So each one of these is a result of multiplying. So if I go to this box, it's 2x times 4x squared, which is 8x cubed. And then 2x times negative 6x is negative 12x. And then 2x times negative 11 is negative 22x. And then this one down here is 3, and then this one up here, so that would be 12x squared. And then this would be minus 18x. Oh, by the way, this should be squared. I apologize. And then minus 33. And the way it works is these add together, these add together. So you end up with 8x cubed. And then negative 12. So this was negative 12. I should have put an arrow here. And this was positive 12x. So those just kind of cancel out. And then I've got minus 40x minus 33. So just another way to look at it. This is just something you got to be careful of. It's the subtracted from thing. Basically what they're doing is tricking you. They're saying subtract this here from this here. So basically what you have is it backwards. So this is this here is the thing that's being subtracted. So really what you have here is negative x cubed minus 5x plus 1, that trinomial, minus this, 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 7. All right, and I'm going to just distribute this negative. So the negative goes here, it becomes minus. The negative goes here, it becomes minus. The negative goes here, it becomes positive. And the negative goes here, it becomes minus. And now I can just combine. So I got negative x cubed and negative 3x cubed, so that's negative 4x cubed. So subtracted from, I forgot to put this backwards. Really, you're going to think about it being backwards. This is the next thing. So minus 2x squared. And then I've got minus 5x and plus x. So that's minus 4x. And then positive 1 and minus 7 is minus 6. So that would be those combined. All right, so what I got to do now is I'm going to take you through a series of problems and see if you can find the mistake. So it's probably, if you're working through these videos, it's probably, I'm going to give you, in class, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to try these and see if you can find the mistake that was made. So my suggestion, since I just want to keep going through this, is hit pause, and I'll let you know when to hit pause. See if you can hit pause and see if you can find the mistake, and then if you can't, go back. If you can, try to do the correct solution here and see what you come up with, okay? So what I'm going to do, hit pause. Okay, you should be back then now if you've hit pause. So we're going to double distribute. So this gets multiplied here, here, and here. So n cubed times 2n squared, you have to add the exponents. So this should be a 5. So already there's where one of our problems is. And then n cubed times negative n is negative n to the 4th. So we got errors all over the place. And then the next one should be minus 7n cubed. So that's fine. And then this one should be 5 times 2n squared, which is 10n squared, minus 5n minus 35. So it's really just here where we have the problem. So really what we should have is n to the, 2n to the 5th minus n to the 4th minus 7n cubed. Add exponents. And then plus 10n squared minus 5n, and then minus 35. And then we'll combine like terms, but there are no like terms to combine. That's it. I'm done. That's the correct solution. All right, here's the next one. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. All right, you should be back now. Subtracted from. We just talked about this. Subtracted from. This is the thing that's being subtracted here, not the second thing. So really what I should have here is 4z squared plus 9z minus 1 minus 5z squared minus z plus 3. And then what I'll do is I'll just distribute the negative. Forgetting to distribute the negative, common mistake. Negative, positive, negative. Not in combined like terms. 4z squared minus 5z. Don't worry about this anymore. We've already distributed it. So it's minus 5z. So that's negative, 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 z squared. You could put negative 1z squared if that makes you feel better. 9z and z make 10z. And negative 1 and minus 3 make negative 4. All right, there we go. Well, here's the thing. Cubed means, I'm going to show you. So pause. Now you should be back. So cube means really x minus 5 times x minus 5 times x minus 5. So what this student did was they multiplied these two things together and got x squared plus 25. That doesn't work that way. You got to double distribute. So it is in fact x squared, but these two give me minus 5x, and these two also give me minus 5x. So that's minus 10 x, and then plus 25. So you'll notice that they missed the middle term. There's no minus 10x. And then we multiply by x minus 5. So in this case, we're going to almost like triple distribute. So I'll grab black. X squared times both of these. So that's x cubed minus 5x squared. And then these times both. So that's minus 10x squared plus 50x. And then 25 times x is plus 25x minus 125. And then you got a little bit of cleanup to do. X cubed minus 15x squared plus 75x minus 125. And I'll probably show you in class on the graphing calculator how you can check your answers. You should be pausing it. Pause, 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 pause. Okay, here's what they did on this one. They took this minus and put it here. Well, that's silly. The minus has to go there. It has to go there. It has to go there. And it has to go there. So this should be a minus 1 plus. This should be minus. And this should be minus. So this is wrong. So we'll fix it from here. Now I've got a minus p to the 4th and a minus 4p to the 4th and minus 1p to the 4th. So that makes minus 5p to the 4th. And then the cube should come second. So that's plus p cubed. The squared should come next. So that's minus 3p squared. And then the 6p should come next, so that's plus 6p, and then minus 10. And then that would be the final answer. Last problem. So this one's a little bit trickier. This is a kid, pause, pause. Okay, you should be back. Here's a kid that said, oh, 2 cubed, you multiply the exponents, and you got a to the 6th, b to the 6th. You know, that's just totally ridiculous. So this thing really means write this twice. A squared plus b squared. A squared plus b squared. Now there's a whole lot going on in this one. You're going to see that this is crazy. The only way to do this is to multiply these two together first. So that's a to the 4th. And then this is a squared b squared. And this is a squared b squared. So that's plus 2a squared b squared plus b to the 4th. So when you multiply those two together, you get that weird thing. But we still have to multiply it by one more a squared b squared. So we'll do a to the 4th times a to the 2nd is a to the 6th. And a to the 4th times b squared is a to the 4th b squared. Now we're going to take this one and multiply. So this gives me plus 2a to the 4th b squared plus 2a squared b to the 4th. Now I'm going to do this one. B to the 4th times a squared. So plus a squared b to the 4th. And then b to the 4th times b squared is plus b to the 6th. So my final answer here is a to the 6th plus a to the 4th b squared plus, oh, wait a second now. Hold on there, Smendelly. I said smelly. These two things are exactly the same. They both have an a to the 4th, and they both have a b squared. So those can be combined. They're like or similar terms. So plus 3a to the 4th b squared plus 3a to the squared b to the 4th plus b to the 6th. And that's your final answer. That's the correct solution. That's what goes over here. Well, that's it, kids. That's all she wrote. That's why Friday's going to be a short day. All right, kids, hit subscribe. Catch you on the flip.